stayed in there and gave him a chance.
White Sox have won 4 in a row, 6-4.
And to the Bronx, where this series has gone back and forth. Blue Jays and Yankees, this dude, Vlad Guerrero Jr. facing Garrett Cole. What'd you think when it was hit, D-Row? Deep to center, Aaron Hicks can't make the catch.
What, did I think it was a homer?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I agree with Paul O'Neill on the Yankees on call. There had to be something behind the padding right there.
And gets the jacket treatment. Bottom of the second, not the scene you want, but it all ended okay to second. And he beats out the play. Guerrero hand gets stepped on. And running past first base, he would stay in the game after meeting with the trainer right there. His hand hurt so bad.
I would
Not so much. He couldn't do this. Top 3, back up. What?
Look at that. That's 96 in the hands.
Talk about hit with your abs, Zero.
It does not. The first thing I thought, I hate to be conspiracy theory, I was like, did Bo Bichette give him something from second? How do you hit that?
Anthony Rizzo looks so at home there from the Clinton, New York. Solo shot, his third, and Yankees down 3-1, chipping away. Next up, Aaron Judge, first of the season, first RBI. To left, a solo shot. Yankees go back to back. Is getting going. New York down by 1. Up top, Vlad's fingerprints all over this game.
Jonathan Loaizaga, boring in 95-mile-an-hour sinker.
I think they told him after how they've been pitching him. I think he knew coming in. They've been pitching me inside. I'm looking inside.
Don't you dare steal my skybox.
He can do it at the plate and in the field. Josh Donaldson lines it to him. Ball
play with it.
Blue Jays win it 6-4. Vlad Jr. spoke after the game about his approach at the plate.
Since the first at bat, my first at bat, I mean, I had my plan. It's just good for a good pitch, take a good swing, and just follow the plan. Just follow my plan all game. I would just try to react. I mean, when you're up there, you're not really paying attention at the end to a location, especially that below. I mean, all I did was just saw the pitch and just react.
Let's go to Twitter. This here from Arden Zwelling, who covers the Toronto Blue Jays for Sportsnet. Vlad Guerrero Jr. received 2 stitches in his finger. After tonight's game, he was in some discomfort. He said the finger wasn't bothering him during his ABs. Yeah, I would say so. I mean, that's just remarkable. And D-Row, I think when you look at the reaction from both Garrett Cole on one of the homers that he gave up, and then Jonathan Loaizaga on the reaction that they were stunned that he got to those pitches, and it just speaks to how remarkable of a night he had.
I thought Garrett Cole, if in a trust tree, labored a smidge to kind of get in a good rhythm pitching. I mean, he was still throwing 99 miles an hour. But really, he didn't get beat by the Toronto Blue Jays last night. I mean, he got beat by one player. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. was unconscious last night and did it in a variety of ways. I want to dive in a little bit. S-Rod, bring up the board real quick. I got you. Bring up the board real quick. Where his ranks are, okay? Stats since 2021, and I get it. You can have the argument back and forth. Shohei Ohtani, what he did pitching-wise just kind of trumps him and makes him invaluable. But the numbers just scream that this guy's one of the best hitters in the game, if not the best hitter. Home runs, 52, the on-base percentage. And last night, to be that young and to be that talented and to have that electric bat speed and to be able to make one of the best pitchers in the game look very average on really big-time stuff, I wouldn't be doing myself, I wouldn't be doing this network or this show any justice to try and break this guy box down by myself. So honestly, I might have a surprise back here. We're going to get into this Vladdy Jr. Is there anybody who can help me? Shake, rattle, and roll, baby.
Are we talking?
Let's go.
Are we talking hit? Are we talking hit today?
Let's do it, baby.
All right. You totally missed.
So let's get into it. You watched these 4
Oh,
ABs.
man. You kidding me? Wow, is this guy good?
Okay, so the Yankees had some success against him earlier in the first 2 games. So let's dive into the tape because I want to take you into his first AB, okay? Absolutely nuts. And you talked about it. He's just different. than a lot of guys.
You know what? How he's different.
Watch this.
Yeah.
First pitch of the game, top of the first to him, 99. Okay, so you're telling yourself, pause this. Give me a clean frame right here. You're telling yourself as a young player, how have they been attacking me this whole series? Okay? Run it. So let me think back. Jamison Tyon, two-seam jam sandwich. In on the hands, that's where they've been going. But you tell yourself as well, so now pause. You tell yourself as well, I can't just cheat to that heater in, and I can't get big on the slider. He's not going to throw me a 1-0 changeup, so it's a 50-50 split right here. I know myself, I'm not Vladdy Jr. I would be saying to myself, he's probably coming heater in again.
Yeah. Can I say one thing?
I want you to come in at any time.
Those last two swings, Tyon came in on him, right, and jammed him. Then he comes slider away. What's he do? He pops it up.
Pops it up.
Right, so like as a hitter, what do we talk about? That front shoulder has to stay locked in, right? And then I use my hands. It's the only way to really hit, that inside pitch. I think that's the adjustment he makes, because as soon as you start to fly, you jam yourself. And then when you start to fly, you lose the slider outside. What an adjustment he made mentally this next day.
But this is Garrett Cole, 1-0. Let's get loose. And this isn't a great pitch. But to it did hit the concrete back there. And you think they're replacing them? No, they were like, put Band-Aids on.
We're in Yankee Stadium
out here, yeah. Case.
That's what I'm talking about right there. For him to hit the slide, look at that right there.
That might be the swing of the year when it all gets done.
Can you rack that back, please, as D-Row would say? Okay, so bring it forward, and I'll tell you when to stop it. Okay, now watch. Look at this reaction. Stop it right there. Stop it right there. Look at that right there, guys. This is, no, seriously.
He's like, Argh.
This is so legit. Now, look at this. First at bat, he hits a slider out over the plate. The day before, what does he do? He pops it up.
Yep.
He takes it deep, right? He made an adjustment here, especially mentally, because you heard him say, I'm looking to react today, not be so big and react. Look at this front shoulder, guys. It's still staying tight. He is unloading his hands. It's like what his dad used to do. Electric hands. To hit 98 in from Garrett Cole, that is such a tough pitch to hit. Not many big leaguers can do this. So rack that forward. Watch his hands and the barrel. Look at that right there. He just gets inside it, and he's just whipping his hands. That is so impressive.
He's not a $160. I mean, he's about 240 doing this.
Right. That's so.
And you read my mind because,
dude,
you talk about elite bat speed.
This is awesome. And stop that. Can you bring that back really quick? Because I want to show the similarities. When you're raised, stop it right here. When you're raised in the Vladimir Guerrero household, you get electric hands. No one else in the world does, but you do here. Bring that forward. Watch this right here. Watch his hands. He was the best in the business. That's why he's in Cooperstown. Watch these electric. Look at that right there. I mean, come on, D-Row. You played against them. There was nothing like it.
Best player on the field.
The ball could bounce and he'd hit it in the gap. Keep it going. You can play that forward, but look at that right there. I love bringing back old footage of the guys we play with, because when you're his... stop it.
Run it back. Run it back real quick. Look at the scene. Set the scene. He's taking him deep twice. It's 0-2. I was sitting watching this, and I go, he's going to try and lock him up with a heater right here. And just try and get some shed of respect back. He is so dialed in. Lauren, I swear, I'm like, he's going to lock him up. No.
Oh, my
Excuse
God.
you. Rocket double down the right field line. Now I'm coming to ground first base. BG's like this, and I am getting it. 3 for 3 with a double and 2 bombs off Garrett Cole. He's not done. He's not done. Jonathan Loaisiga, one of the dirtiest pitchers, relief pitchers, and we're going to harken back to the first game of this series. He threw the same pitch and jammed him up on Tuesday. Make the adjustment.
You could have brought Bazooka out there last night. You could have called in the Bazooka. Bring the Bazooka in. He
Run
would
that
have
back
hammered
for
it.
me real quick, and I'll get out of here. One right there. One thing you'll hear me say a lot is stay tall. He, last night, and what I mean by that, his chest stayed tall, his head stayed tall, so your head doesn't move. You have a tendency to want to, you'll see a lot of guys either crouch into their load or kind of move their head. He's very good last night at just everything staying tall and moving around himself.
Do you have to have crazy power like that to stay tall?
No.
You don't?
No.
Oh, the posture for the swing is so key to unleash your hands, right? Look, like you said, D-Row, look at the posture these days, and then he just unloads. It's such a simple swing, not a ton of movement, head stays back, and then he really just unloads his hands. And listen to the thing, as a hitter, when you're unloading your hands the way he does, your big muscles are going to take over. Your quads, your back, all that stuff's going to take over to allow your hands to launch.
And he hammers the gas.
Jeez.
Career splits versus 95-mile-an-hour plus pitches. 395, a 694, 9 home runs. That was a great game last night. And Vlad Jr., man. I sit down and watch a lot of ball games, but you're kind of picking and choosing.
Yeah.
He said, "Hey, everybody, buy a ticket to watch me win a ball game by myself last night." It was pretty
And for all the fans that don't think baseball is exciting, lock in on guys like this, man. This is next level talent, man. Next level talent. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, and if you were driving in your car, you might have thought the Yankees tied it up. Stanton call. But
Robert's stressed about time.
Oops.
He rustles his papers.
I knew this one. When we bring out Case in the A block, it's getting away from us.
It is what it is.
3 minutes heavy.
Calm down, Roflo. Calm down over there.
We'll get it back.
Well, you know what comes out of that?